Okay, hi guys, welcome back to the Audio Levels channel. Welcome back to another review. Today we are taking a look at this, the Fearless Audio Province, even though on the box it says Proverse with a C. And it is part of the Colourful World series headphones from, or earphones from Fearless Audio, even though it says Colourful World series on the box. So Google Translate in full flow yet again. And what it is it's three different earphones at different price points with different driver configurations, but sort of similarities in the packaging, accessories, design. If you're new to the channel, welcome to Audio Levels. This has been a massive year of growth. I can't believe I've got like 2,000 subscribers or something like that that are willing to watch me talk about earphones. This is a big hobby for me. This is not a job. This is a lot of fun. I enjoy this a lot. And I enjoy helping people. So if you're subscribed to the channel, please feel free to leave comments down below. Subscribers can always ask in comments below, what do you think of this? What do you think of that? I want to see a comparison video between A, B, C. If you want to see all of these compared against each other, I can do that. I really enjoy the comparison videos and I really enjoy helping people make that decision. The other thing you can do is in the comment section below, hit me up with your budget, the genres you listen to, and maybe what's caught your eye already, and I'll talk about what's maybe going to be best, and I'll do that from my perspective. Can only be from my perspective. Everybody listens differently, everybody likes different things. So the way I say it to people is, if you like something that I like the TheAudio Legacy 2, there's a good chance you're going to like something else that I like. I think that works well for people, and I'm not a big fan of reviewers who talk about an earphone and they just talk, this has good sound space, this has good bass, this has good treble, but they don't compare it to much, and they don't talk about which one's the best value buy, or which one's alternatives that you should be looking at and stuff. I think that give people options and they're going to make the right decision more times than not. So this is the Province, and as I say on the box, it does say Proverse, but on the website it says Province. So there is three earphones in this range, and I've got them off to the side here. This is the Barcelona. This is the cheapest. This is the Province, which is the mid-price one, and this is the Shangri-La. I believe this is like 170 or so. I'll leave links to the pricing in the descriptions below, and remember, Singles Day is coming up, so there might be deals to be had in those links. I'm just going to grab the TheAudio Yumi, if I can find them, which I can, of course. There we go, there's a TheAudio Yumi. I'll take this one out, and I'm going to keep this one in because I think it's still relevant. I'll keep the Tin Hi-Fi P one in, and the TheAudio Yumi. So as I say, this is the mid-priced one from the option. They sort of range from 120 up to mid-200s. It is a hybrid design earphone. It's got two balanced armatures. It's got a dynamic driver in there. Let's talk about the packaging first. Packaging across the range is it's all the same sleeve on the outside. This is not indicative of the earphone that you get on the inside, but I think it is nice looking packaging. It does give a kind of special feel to the unboxing. You have this high quality soft touch cardboard. On the inside you will get the cable, you will get the carry case, and you will get some ear tips in a few different sizes, and a cleaning tool. It is pretty high quality, I would say, especially when we're going to talk about this. This is the cable that is included. The cable that is included is fantastic. I can see this on $500 earphones. In fact, I believe it's the same cable that Fearless Audio use on their the Fearless Audio S8 series, S6 series and stuff. It's a really, really nice cable for the money to be included. It's the same cable that's included all three. For me, this included with the Barcelona at 120 is nuts. That's a cable you would pay $40 something like that, $40-50 for it. It is well made. It is standard 3.5mm balanced with the little Fearless Audio logo there. It's got a little strain relief. It is octo braid into quad braid after the splitter, so very, very low on microphonics. It's a little bit like kinky. It's a little bit kinky out of the box, so there's like some little holes in it, but after time it loosens off and it just works really, really well. It has a metal splitter, which is really good to see, and a metal cable cinch with the Fearless Audio logo on the other side. Really, really nice. And then you get the plastic like hooks over the top, and it goes into a 2-pin connector. And I'm really starting to like that companies are doing this recess. So there is the recess finally. C-Audio Yumi is a flush mount, Theodicy Legacy 2 is flush mount, and Theaudio Excalibur is flush mount. My issue with flush mount is twofold. I've had 2 pins break on me in the past just because I've been a little bit lazy, or I've inserted this at an angle and I've bent the pins, and then it kind of weakens the pins over time the more you take them in and out. The other one is, and this is a perfect example of this in a clear shell earphone. So I've had a couple of custom in-ear monitors where the copper connectors on the inside, or the cables on the inside, have actually corroded and gone green because of sweat. I used to live in some very hot countries like Dubai and Southeast Asia, and I noticed that the discoloration and eventually my earphones cut out. By doing a recess on the 2-pin connector, you solve both those problems. First of all, it gives a guide. This small little ridge gives a guide where you can just pop it in and it just sort of follows the track and locks itself in place. The other thing you can see is it completely removes the 2-pin connectors from, if I take it and put it into the Legacy. This is the Theaudio Legacy 2, and you can see that small little gap there where the 2 pins are actually exposed. That's very common on 2-pin connectors, so that's the reason why I like a recess. It's a little bit more effort for companies to do that, but it's well worth it for the consumer. Now let's take the ear tips off. Let's take a look at the earphones themselves, because these things are stunning. The Province, out of the 3 of them, I would say is the best looking. I really like the purple and gold that's on the faceplate. Faceplate is just really, really nicely done, and then the resin shell or acrylic shell is crystal clear, which allows you to see this. So most companies just don't go to the effort of decorating their drivers. Why would you when you've got a black shell? You can sort of see the dynamic driver in there on the C-Audio Yumi. You can definitely see on the Theaudio Legacy, but it's kind of a messy presentation on it there. If you can see all the wires, it looks very industrial. For some reason, Fearless have decided, purely for aesthetics, to decorate their driver, and it looks awesome. And they've not only decorated the actual dynamic driver, but if you can see down here, this is the bore holes for the balanced armatures, and they've decorated that with the same color. It just looks awesome. It's not a necessity by any means, but just to go that little effort, make them feel a little bit more special, make them stand out. I am impressed with this. I think they're great looking earphones. I would say that they are probably equally the best. This line of earphones is equally the best earphones that I've seen, alongside the Kenera Skuld and Blonde Prometheus, which I also reviewed this year. I think that it is just a really, really nice touch. In terms of ergonomics, the ergonomics on it are fantastic. It's a small, resin formed earphone that sits very, very well. Anybody with medium or large size ears are going to find this extremely comfortable, and they're extremely light as well. As you can see the 2 balanced armatures sitting here. You have the smaller one on top and you have the bigger one on the bottom. And let me just see if I can spot anything on this one. No, not on this one, but on this one, this is the Barcelona. On the Barcelona, it is actually engraved into it, Fearless Audio and Sonian. So they're definitely working in tandem and branding their drivers as well. I just want to see. Oh, okay, there we go. You probably can't see this on the video, but on the driver itself, it says colourful world, or colourful, yeah, colourful world. Now, as I said, the box has actually made two mistakes on the ones that I've got. Colourful Words series and Proverse. These are the Province, and they are from the Colourful World series. But yeah, they've actually, they're branded custom drivers. They're not just, they've not been just picked off the shelf and thrown in. Maybe they are just off the shelf with the branding on it, but they just are going that extra mile with them. As always, you have the little metal tips on the bottom of the Fearless Audio, which I'm glad to see is becoming the norm. The C Audio Yumi also have it, and the The Audio Legacy do not have it. These are a slightly cheaper earphone, and the thing for me is if you drop acrylic, it's more prone to crack, whereas if you drop this, it's a little bit safer, a little bit more rugged. Now, let's talk about the tuning of this one. The tuning of the three is quite different. This, the Barcelona, is a very, just a very clean, clear, good presentation. It's got enough bass, it's got enough sparkle on the treble, and the mid-range is very detailed. It's a very good earphone to listen to. It works well with a variety of genres. The Shangri-La, conversely, has a very nice curve from the bass region into the mid-range. It's fantastically well done. I really like that. And then I really like the way that the Shangri-La presents the highs and the upper mid-range. It's on that verge of hotness, but makes it energetic, fun, clean, clear. Really good tuning on this one. The Provence, sorry, that typo is staring me right in the face over here. The Province is by far the flattest sounding of the three of them. It is very linear. There is not much more prominence to the bass. It's very slightly up there, but it's not much more elevated than the bass. And then the treble is much more forgiving, in the sense of the upper mid-range to the lower treble frequencies is not as in your face and as sharp. It sits far more linear with the rest of the soundstage. In terms of detail retrieval, they are very good. The dynamic driver, which I don't know which dynamic driver they're using on this, has a very nice ability to balance the quantity of bass with still providing detail and texture. I don't think there's overlap into the bass of the balanced armatures. It's kind of hard to tell that sometimes, but it can be prominent in things like the Audio Monarch, more expensive earphones, where they definitely overlap the balanced armatures into the bass, the sort of upper frequencies of the bass, which provides a lot more detail and texture, especially on things like double bass. In jazz, it really stands prominent. With this, it just sounds like it's a good quality dynamic driver that is capable of giving adequate. It's definitely not sub-bass response, any of these. In fact, this one's tuned even lighter than the other two. It gives good punch and it gives good speed, but it doesn't give immense sub-bass quantity by any stretch of the imagination. The mid-range is perhaps a little bit dry on this one. There's no sort of warmth or anything that's going to really engage you with music. It's very dry. I'm not going to say cold, but it's very to the point. Here's the detail and here's the transparency, but perhaps not the intimacy that other earphones give you, like say the Shure Tape or even C Audio Yumi. The highs are very well done for people that like a little bit of treble but don't like it to get too hot. There's definite clarity there, it adds to the sound space, and I think the treble is very well done. It's smooth and non-offensive. The only thing I would say overall about this earphone is that at its price, it's probably not competitive with stuff like the C Audio Yumi or the Tin Hi-Fi P1, certainly. If this was my money, and I was, I didn't really know much about drivers, so I didn't want to have a preference towards a dynamic driver or something like that, and this is where I think I can be most helpful with people, is when I just give a definitive answer. And if this was my money, I would be buying the Tin Hi-Fi P1, provided you have a source that is strong enough to drive the Tin Hi-Fi P1. In fact, perhaps I would maybe hold off buying the Tin Hi-Fi P1, because there is a supposedly improved version coming out of it, which I will have a review on this channel in this month, definitely in November. I've got the updated review of the latest version of this. But if this drops in price as well, a lot of budget earphones are going to be terrified. It doesn't take much extra to drive this. You can get amps under $100. If you've got a good amp, you feel like you've got enough power to drive this. This is a phenomenal sounding earphone that punches multiple times its price point in my eyes. I listen to Tin Hi-Fi P1 personally, and I often do it over a lot of the Tri-Brids. I really like the Excalibur. I can easily listen to this and enjoy it just as much. That's not to say something's better, it's just to say that I can enjoy it as much. I really like the sort of weird 3D holographic presentation that the planar magnetic drivers. Another one, the Timeless 7Hz, another fantastic planar earphone, $200. It's mind-blowing how good they perform sonically. The only thing is the 7Hz is a really weird design. I wish they would just cut that big disc out of it. C Audio Yumi is another fantastic earphone at this price, and it's very competitive against it. And I think, given the way I listen to music, and I have a wide variety of music, I can listen from EDM to J-pop, J-rock, that sort of stuff. This is a little bit more intimate for me, a little bit punchier in the lows, and a little bit more extended in the highs, a little bit more V-shapey for me than this. This is a really good monitoring headphone. This is a really good sort of reference style headphone. But I just think, for me, there's a few other earphones at this price point that I would prefer. Barcelona, really good value, and actually the Shangri-La, really good tuning on that as well. I think this one's strength is its, the combination of value, tuning. This is the Barcelona I'm talking about, again, for the people that don't like me saying this, and this. The Barcelona is tuned well, it's got good clarity, it's got good punch, it's got an excellent cable, and it looks stunning, and it costs not a lot of money. The Shangri-La's strength for me is it's got all that other good stuff, the good cable, the good housing, the good aesthetic design, and then on top of that you have a really, really good tuning on it as well that makes it competitive at its price point. So there's nothing to really dislike about this one. It's just my least favorite because it's a little bit flatter sounding, and for me, I have the XR4 SR, and I have the XR4 XB, the extended bass from Etymotic. And that kind of fills that role, or even an ER3 would fill that role very, very well as a monitoring reference style earphone. So that's going to be it for this review. Sorry it got so long-winded again. Let's see on the next video, which comes out tomorrow. I'm releasing this video tomorrow, for the Shangri-La. The video for the Barcelona is already up yesterday. This one will be up. The other reason to subscribe is in the next few days I am doing the best deals for 11/11, so Asian Singles Day, lots of earphone deals to be had, and yeah, I'm gonna put together a best deals video, links in the description with pricing and that sort of stuff. So I would say, if you're watching this video before 11/11, maybe hold off on your purchases right now, because if you're buying Tri-Fi, because there's going to be some good deals to be had. Okay guys, sorry for keeping it a long one again. I am going to try and be better at this, but I will see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.